Okay, so good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. So, as you are aware, I've done a few days back a video on the Honda Crf300L, and this is a follow-up video for that. Basically, Saturday morning, no rain, temperatures around 10 degrees, so what a great opportunity to go for a short ride on this beautiful beast. So far I've done 36 miles, so still not a big lot to be able to discuss about the capabilities of the motorbike, but it's more than having no experience with it. Yeah. So last time, as I mentioned in the video, that I'm coming from Tenere 660Z, which was a great bike, a little bit heavy for my needs, and didn't inspire my confidence. So I've got a driving license for around 4 years, apologies, and I've been riding motorbikes since childhood, but it was always something with a small curvature. So when I started to ride XTZ 660, I felt a little bit overwhelmed with the weight and the power, not so much, yeah, because the power was quite good, manageable, yeah, but the weight was a little bit, and size was a little bit intimidating for me, as I would say, for a kind of fresh rider, yeah. So I think, yeah, and you know, if you see that I'm not following my GPS, I'm just pottering around trying to enjoy the ride. So the thing for me was that I had, I originally, when I done my driving license, I was thinking about adventure motorbiking, which I ended up with my first bike, which was Suzuki V-Strom 650, and that didn't go that well. So again, similarly as with the Tenere, the motorbike was like quite big, yeah. I had a 4 on it, yeah, which was a slow speed maneuvering Ford, and I ended up basically I changed my work and didn't ride a motorbike as often, and again, you know, it was a little bit intimidating. Then fast forward, after 1.5 years of owning that motorbike, I sold it, and then I went to the Tenere, which was, I would say, much better fun. I managed to do some TET parts with it, yeah. On the road, stability and everything was brilliant, yeah. Just the kind of scope of my riding changed and evolved a little bit, and I've got a respect on motorbikes, yeah, and I have a respect on the roads, and I'm definitely not a fast rider. What I enjoy more is small, slow, technical rides. And that drove me with the Tenere to the TAT rides. However, I came across some sections where I wish that the Tenere had a little bit less weight, or a lot less weight, and also narrower seat, and there were just few things that the Tenere wasn't great at, yeah. So I decided that okay, let's go for something smaller. I was looking for BMW GS 310, but that's for me more road oriented, and I didn't like the stalling all the time. I went for a test ride, and it was just kind of terrible for me. So I went then with I was thinking about CRF 250L, and then the 300L came to play, and I knew that I'm sold on it, yeah. So far I can say that I'm satisfied with purchase. I definitely wouldn't take any order. So obviously, as I mentioned last time, yeah, the power difference is obvious, but not that obvious. So for 300cc engine, I think this is quite a good grunt. It can pull you. Just today, before this ride, I was going on a motorway and doing 70 was quite okay with a wind. When there was a uphill and with a strong wind against me, I could do on the 6th gear 67. So just for information, 70 translates in real speed into 63. But the motorbike felt quite okay with those speeds. Yeah, the vibrations were nothing too significant. Yeah, I was actually surprised also with the stability, even though there was quite a wind. Yeah, the suspension and basically the framework seems quite stable. That was one of the drawbacks that I saw to my DL650, because when there was a side wind I felt like all bike was wobbly. Tenere was brilliant in that. It was like planted on the, like a rock on the road. That was really great in terms of stability. But yeah, the CRF so far is really good. So now so enough of the rambling. Yeah, so now to the bike itself. Yeah, so suspension, I didn't do any adjustments yet, and I definitely will increase the preload, but so far I've been only on the roads, and hopefully I will do today some portion of the TED, which hopefully I will try it. So engine, brilliant. I actually, some people complain about Honda having the side indicators on different area, but I actually like it. It happened to me a lot on Tenere and on the L650, that actually instead of putting the blinker I honked the beep. Yeah, and here I don't have the issue, because I know that I go completely down and I've got my blinker in position there. Sitting position, as I mentioned, I will need to raise my handlebars. Yeah, as a sitting position is not that bad, but when I'm standing I feel the handlebars are a little bit too low for my taste, so I will need to increase those, or put some spacers, 1 inch or something similar. Then I'm getting the handlebars, not handlebars, hand guards. So I've got Akaso already in my garage. I didn't have time to install them yet, so that will be next on the list. And just yesterday I received, or this morning I received the Akaso plastic skid plate. So again, I started with installation this morning. The bracket needed some modifications, so I had to cut off a few pieces and redrill new holes, but it can fit. It can fit. It's not yet on the motorbike, and the only reason was that, again, due to the brackets, it would need also some bending. So the other option is to use some spacers. So I will get some spacers today, and I will then share with you guys, you know, how did I fit it in. But I have to say, the Akaso's skid plate is a really thick, chunky piece of plastic. It's light, but yet strong. It's around 8 millimeters thick. So I really have no worries that actually it will underperform compared to the aluminum skid plate. There are a lot of advantages of the plastic one. One of them